The city glowed beneath the towering windows of Lee Hee-sung's office. Every street glow, painted with ribbons of gold and white beneath the evening rain. The CEO barely noticed any of it. Another untouched report sat abandoned on his desk. Another glass of whiskey disappeared, then another. He sighed dramatically, leaning back in his leather chair while staring at the lock screen of his phone. His wallpaper, his wife. Vian, smiling with paint, simmered across the tip of her nose, laughing so hard she had nearly dropped her paintbrush. 2 weeks. His assistant blinked. Sir, Jason looked absolutely offended by life itself. My wife has not voluntarily hugged me for 2 weeks. She kisses my cheek while running to meetings. She tells me, we'll cuddle later, sweetheart, and then falls asleep surrounded by sketchbooks. I think she's forgotten I am devastatingly handsome. His assistant quietly gathered his file. I should probably leave. She does not even blush anymore. Good night, sir. The office door clicked shut. Silence. He sung dramatically, dropped his head onto the desk. This is suffering. By the time he finally left the office, the bottle sitting on the shelf behind his desk had become far lighter than it should have been. Not enough to make him reckless, enough to make him dramatic, very dramatic. Meanwhile, Ryan sat cross-legged on the bedroom floor surrounded by sketches, framed samples, color palettes and endless notes of her upcoming gallery opening. Her phone rested between her shoulder and ear. Yes, Mandy, I understand. She scraped another note. No, move the sculptures to the west wall. A pause. No, not that lighting. Another pause. The warmer lights. The painting lost their texture under white LEDs. She smiled softly. Exactly. The bedroom door quietly opened. Jason stood there, tie hanging loose, hair messy, suit jacket hanging from one shoulder, his cheeks slightly pink, his eyes already fixed on her. There you are. His voice came out soft, almost relieved. Maya looked over. Oh, a tiny smile appeared. You are home. He pouted immediately. You are home. She blinked. What? I have been gone all day. I fought through 3 meetings. I proved 47 contracts. I survived investors. And all I get is. He mimicked her voice dramatically. You are home. She pressed her lips together to hide a laugh. I'm still on the phone. I know. He walked straight toward her anyway, without another word. He wrapped both arms around her from behind, completely, utterly, possessively. His chin rested on her shoulder. My baby, wine froze. He sung, my sweetheart. She sighed. I am talking to. My darling. He sung, my beautiful wife. On the phone, Mindy laughed. I can hear him. Wine buried her face in one hand. I am so sorry. He sung only hugged her tighter. I miss you. His voice lost all its teasing. I really missed you. Something inside her softened immediately. She reached up and gently squeezed one of his hands. I know. No, you don't. His nose brushed against her temple. I have been competing with paint. A kiss landed on her hair. Canvas. Another. Meetings. Another. Managers. Another. And that stupid planner. He sunk. I hate that planner. She could not stop smiling anymore. Lindsay, I'll call you back. You definitely should. The call ended. The room felt silent. Finally, Heesung smiled victoriously. I win. You interrupted my meetings. I rescued my wife. She turned inside his arms. His hair looked adorably messy. His tie was not even straight anymore. You have been drinking? Maybe. Heesung, only a little. She narrowed her eyes. How much is a little? He thought seriously. Enough to become emotionally expressive. You were already emotionally expressive. I become more expressive. She laughed. There it is. My favorite sound. His smile became impossibly softer. I missed hearing you laugh. Before she could answer, he gently cupped her cheeks. So pretty. She immediately looked away. Don't. There she is. But my shy wife. I'm not shy. You absolutely are. I'm not. He leaned closer. Look at me. I am. No. Another inch. Look. She tried. Really tried. Their eyes met for exactly 2 seconds before her cheeks turned pink. He grinned. There. You did it. I won. She lightly pushed his chest. You are impossible. And you are adorable. Another kiss landed on her forehead, then another, then one on each cheek. He sung, "What? You keep kissing me. I have been deprived. You saw me yesterday. You were asleep. The day before, you were drying. The day before that, you had your headphones on." She blinked. "You kept count." "I have spreadsheets." She laughed so hard she nearly fell backwards. "You are ridiculous." "I know." His forehead rested against hers. "I don't need grand dates. I don't need expensive gifts. I just..." His voice became quieter. "I miss you." The teasing disappeared completely. "I miss my wife." Ryan stared at him, really stared. Dark circles beneath his eyes. The exhaustion hidden behind his smile. The way his arms never loosened around her. "I'm sorry." He immediately shook his head. "No, you worked so hard. So are you. I should have noticed. You have dreams too." "I know." But she reached up and smoothed his hair back. "I miss you too." His eyes widened just a little. "You do?" "I do. So much." He smiled so brightly it almost hurt to look at. "I knew it." She laughed. "There he is. My dramatic husband." Proudly. Later that night, after convincing him to drink plenty of water, after forcing him into comfortable clothes, after listening to his endless sleepy rambling, Isang fell asleep with his arms around her like he feared she'd disappear if he let go. Even asleep, he still mumbled, "My wife." She smiled into his shoulder. "I am here." Morning sunlight filtered gently through the curtains. He sunk round. His head felt like someone had replaced his brain with bricks. "Never again." He slowly reached toward the other side of the bed. Empty. His eyes immediately opened. Lion. Silence. He stepped up so quickly. Regretted it instantly. He rubbed his forehead. Of course, he embarrassed himself. Interrupted her meetings. Acted clingy. He was probably the bedroom door opened. "There you are." He looked up. His eyes widened. Ryan stood there, wearing one of his oversized shirts, balancing a breakfast tray in one hand and a bottle of water, with medicine in other hand. "Good morning." He blinked. "You are not mad." She raised an eyebrow. "Should I be?" I kind of acted like a giant baby. A giant, huge. She could not hold back her smile. I noticed. She placed the tray beside him. "Eat first." He stared. "You made breakfast. You skipped dinner. You remember?" I always remembered. His chest tightened. She handed him the medicine. Drink. He obediently swallowed it without complaint. She laughed. You only listen when you are sick. I also listen when my wife cooks this pretty. He sung, but you are flirting with me while holding headache medicine. I believe in consistency. She shook her head fondly. You really are impossible. She reached for her hand. Instead of letting go, he kissed her knuckles gently. I'm sorry. She looked at him completely. I don't want work to become something we resent. He continued. I know your gallery matters, and I know my company does too. I just, I missed us. Her fingers intertwined with his. So let's fix it. He looked up. We block out one evening every week. No meetings, no emails, no phones, just us. His face softened into the happiest smile she'd seen in weeks. A date, a date, every week, every week. He stood despite the lingering headache and pulled her into a careful hug. I love you. She smiled against his shoulder. I know. No. He gently tilted her chin upward. I really love you. She looked into his eyes. So do I. Outside, the city continued rushing through another busy morning. Inside their bedroom, however, time seemed to slow because no matter how demanding their careers became, they quietly promised each other that they would never let success replace the simple moments they loved most. The teasing, the laughter, the forehead kisses, the sleepy hugs, and the comfort of sleepy being together. And for his son, that promise was worth far more than any business deal he could ever sign.